That's something else I do. I track my flight before I book anything. I literally will track flight prices and it will notify me when it drops. So
do you use like an app for that?
Yeah. So I use my credit card. One of my credit cards has a tracking mechanism on it. So it will notify me every time that the price goes down on a flight. That's my Capital One Venture X card. And then Hopper is an app for tracking prices. And I use that here and there. Skyscanner is another good app. So if you're flexible with your dates, that's a great app to use because you can look up places that you want to be or places you want to go. Like if you're flexible with your time frame, and it will tell you the cheapest dates that you can go there.
Really?
So those are some apps that I use to kind of determine like if I'm flexible, then I use Skyscanner. If I know I have to be somewhere on certain dates, I'll hop on Hopper and like have it notify me when the price drops and put the same thing on my credit card.
What's like a good amount of days like for a trip like Arizona? What do you recommend?
So depending what you want to do, I've gone multiple times already and done different things in different places. So I think my first trip out there was Sedona, Grand Canyon. I did Sedona, Grand Canyon, and Scottsdale. And we drove down to Scottsdale on our way back to the airport in Phoenix. And I think that was around 5 to 7 days because we did a lot. So we did like ATV
You didn't feel
riding.
rushed or anything?
No,
okay.
it felt like a long week.
Yeah, but I think I went to Florida for like 7 days, and I was like, damn, I enjoyed it, but it was like kind of weird. Like
it's a long time.
Yeah. You're like, I feel like I'm living down here.
Exactly.
How was the Grand Canyon? I've always wanted to visit.
Oh my God, it was on my bucket list forever. I went for the first time in 2020. Like 2020, like right after the whole, I guess the pandemic wasn't over yet, but I was doing a lot of nature trips during the pandemic.
I feel like everybody was around that time.
So I went to my first hiking trip was during the pandemic.
Really?
Because there was nothing to do in the city.
Yeah, it was nothing.
But no, the Grand Canyon was beautiful. It was everything that I imagined. I wish I could have hiked it a little bit more. I know it can be a little dangerous.
So did you actually get to go down?
No.
Okay. You just kind of walked around on top?
Yeah. It takes you a day to get down to the bottom. Like that's
a day?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And you have to camp down there and then you walk back up the next day. Like it's around 8 hours to get down there.
They don't have like a beginner level? Like
I know. Maybe like I'm sure they have to have some sort of like mini hike. But when we went, we're like, oh, like how long is it to like hike down there? Is that even possible? They're like, yeah, no. And it's actually dangerous. It gets really, it freezes. Parts of the Grand Canyon freezes. So you have to have special shoes so you don't fall off the cliff. You don't fall off the edge.